Hi, good morning. My name is Ariana Amini. Today is Sunday, October 27th. I am submitting this video for my class at Aspen University, which is Healthcare Policy and Economics, HCA 320. For this week's assignment, we were tasked to research and come up with some solutions for the SDG goals, the Sustainable Development Goals. These are the SDG 3s, which are good health and well-being, with a specific focus on improving the mental health and well-being for the low-income communities. This is a very sensitive and vulnerable population that is close to my heart, and they deserve a lot of focus. And I would like to just get started. Okay, so the SDG 3 and vulnerable populations. SDG 3 aims to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all people of all ages within this category. Good health doesn't just mean bodily health, this also means mental health, and it is a critical component within the success of the youth and the adults in this community. This goal will highlight the importance of access to mental health care and reducing this burden that we have because our youth is so susceptible to mental health issues. They really deserve our attention, and solutions need to be provided, and infrastructure needs to be dedicated to giving them outlets for their mental health. Low-income communities typically do not have the access that other communities have. In fact, mental health is regarded a luxury, which is very unfortunate. Low-income communities are vulnerable, and it's a population that doesn't have a lot of wiggle room due to their financial situations and access. They don't always have the chances or opportunities to obtain mental health services. Additionally, there is a stigma around mental health in these communities that deters people from this demographic to seek help, even if they really do need it. The current healthcare policies that are impacting the SDG 3 are the Mental Health Parity and Addiction Equity Act. This is something that the United States put in place in an aim to improve mental health care access by requiring insurers to offer some kind of comparable program in mental health and physical health benefits. Medicaid also provides mental health services to low-income individuals, but not everybody knows about it because low-income communities don't usually have access to these programs or someone educating them and informing them of the benefits that they may have access to. There are many barriers that limit provider networks from providing these services. Some out-of-pocket costs are just too high for this community, and it results in insufficient mental health care overall, which isn't good. These are communities that really could benefit from mental health services and therapy services and group events, especially the youth, especially with the resources that we allocate to this community. It should be in the forefront, and it leaves a gap in the services for low-income communities that just should not be tolerated anymore. I selected SDG 3 because it directly addresses the need for improved mental health care, which is highly relevant to low-income populations. I am a mother of a teenage son, and I know the type of obstacles that the teens and the youth face in today's world of social media. Many individuals in these communities face heightened stressors, such as like financial stabilities. That is one of the biggest insecurities, which creates this really chronic race in their minds that they have to be somewhere better, somewhere more. They're not doing enough. They don't have enough. And when that is deeply rooted, it's hard to get past, especially in youth. So these factors can exacerbate mental health challenges, and it would mean so much improvement and growth and development for this community if they had access to mental health services, because they really would be essential for the overall well-being. The importance of achieving the SDG 3 and the need for funding is critical. Implementing these practices and services from within these communities really focus on the mental health care. It's crucial because it would reduce the health disparities and improve the quality of life in low-income communities. Access to mental health care can support lower rates for emergency room visits, lower rates for hospitalizations, and other health crises that are just expensive and maybe unnecessary. So when your mind is healthy, your body is healthy. When your body is healthy, your mind is healthy. It's very cyclical, and they go hand in hand, and you can't have one without the other. So it's incredibly important and very personal for me to do more research and more education on these issues. And I think funding for this initiative is just a mandatory, a necessary thing, and it should expand the communities in so many positive ways and really remove that negative stigma that mental health isn't quite as important or not seen as a necessity when it really is. And it could actually be so beautiful within communities to have a space that is safe and free from judgment, and you can ask for help, and there's nothing wrong or weak about needing coping practices and learning that everyone suffers from feeling like they're not good enough or that they're inadequate, and sometimes all you need is someone to listen. So making sure that there are government subsidized programs for therapy or educational outreach with adequate support and resources for our youth is, I think, the one thing that this community really, really could benefit from. So I am extremely blessed and grateful to have had this opportunity to research and find out more about all of the things that we could be doing to help this community. Again, my name is Ariana Amini, and I appreciate your time. Thank you for listening, and please share to raise awareness.